I'm telling you right now, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this about me already, but
You your mama's baby.
My first grandson.
Oh yeah, you said that.
He is
you said it's up for niggas.
The golden.
You said it's up for
golden. Do not tell me nothing about my grandson.
What if they don't want to play no sports?
You said your other daughter is in trouble.
Okay. He don't gotta play sports. He gonna do something. That's
Okay.
I am going to have such a fucking part in raising that boy.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to have such a fucking role in raising that boy.
Somewhere
you supposed to be a boy.
Somewhere a nigga who cannot wait to have his son. Little do he know, Mr. Robinson is going to be all in the way.
Damn,
in the way.
Get your dad, sit his ass down somewhere. Damn, nigga.
No, he gonna listen to his dad, bro. I'm a respect. As long as his dad, if his dad's a stand up nigga, I will absolutely let make sure that my grandson knows that his dad's voice is over mine. His dad's authority is over mine. I ain't gonna step on that nigga's toes.
Did your mother-in-law step on your toes at all?
But if he lacking, cha-cha slide right in his way.
Oh shit.
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky?
Is it Papa? Is it Daddy? Is it Papa?
Is it
Where the fuck my grandson? Hey, where the fuck my grandson? Nigga.
Hey, I'm weak.
Nigga, fuck that.
Baby boy. Hey, listen.
Hey, Verse, is it different? Is it different if it's a granddaughter?
No, it is. She's not the.
You gonna be low key tight. You gonna be low key tight. I don't care what you say. You gonna be.
I'm not gonna be. I hope that we get first one.
Prepared because he only has daughters. He's prepared to lose.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to lose.
That's crazy. Loses.
I don't think that I'm gonna strike out. I don't think I'm gonna strike out. I think I'm true in believing.
You have all boys.
Is gonna be a grandson.
Yeah, all grandsons. Watch.
And she gonna probably name him Terrell. Low key.
Nah, she's not.
I don't know.
That's how daughters feel, bro.
Daughters are good.
I'll take a middle name.
You'll be like, nah, fuck that nigga.
I'll take a middle name.
I want to name him after my dad. Okay, yeah, you might get the middle name.
I'll take a middle
name. I'm your daddy now.
But low key, I don't even care about a middle name if my daughters honor the hyphen. If they honor the hyphen, I don't care about a middle name.
Hey, y'all don't respect niggas at all. You hyphen. You dads don't respect niggas.
No,
I wish a bitch would come in here and say I'm a hyphenate with my dad. Nigga, fuck you. Are you crazy?
That's fuck her family is crazy.
Tyson where?
No, it's not her dad though. It's her family.
No. And this is what I believe. And this is what my great grandfather taught me. Every person's name is another man's name. You're never going to give my child another man's name. Never. So, but when you say that, then you're negating her in her name. No, I'm not. Yes, her name came from her father, or somebody's name came from a father or something like that. Whatever. Yes. So what? That's still her name. Yeah, but this is my son. So my daughter or son will have my child would never have your name. Yeah, another man's name. Never have another man's. But what if you name him Christopher? Last name, and you're trying to be cute. No, this is what you said. That's what you said. You said your son will never have another man's name. Right. Do you think there's other wares in the world? So if my girl that are not related to you, so if my baby mama name is Dansby, which it is, name is Thornton, which it is, Mitchell, whatever, they got that. Dansby where? Dansby where? There's no Thornton where? That's fire. So
Dansby where's like a cold ass baseball player.
Yeah.
Listen, all my children have different moms. All my children have the same last name. Do you think that's? I understand it. I understand and respect. That's a coincidence. No, I understand. I understand and respect your point of view, but I don't think it's disrespectful to allow a woman to keep her name. Oh, what woman? I don't care about her last name. I'm talking and her child. And her child. You guys share the child.
I'm gonna go get me some cookies. I'll be right back.
Hurry up, nigga. I'm just but no,
I don't think it's
never doing it.
I think that's highly unfair. I think that's highly unfair. To her and her family.
Why would my child have another nigga's name? Now watch this, because this is my.
It's her name, nigga. Why are you ignoring the woman in the situation? It's her name.
She got her name from another man.
Her last name isn't Robinson, and she wanted to give the baby Jones.
She got her name from every last name is another man's name.
Or not.
No, there is no or not. Because even if it's not your dad, it could be your grandfather. It could be your own. Wherever you got your last name, it stems from another man.
Not necessarily.
I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you. So there's no woman
that has the last name
that she didn't get from a man.
How?
So very good.
Oh, where did the man get his name from?
So
what was Adam's last name?
Let's say Adam's last name was Bobby. Let's say his name is Adam Bobby, right? The first person ever on this planet, his last name was Bobby. Every kid, woman or man, is coming off that Bobby tree. That's another man's last name.
Okay, but then how do we get other last names?
They created it.
Who? Definitely a man?
Adam. He was first. So everything that happened after him, hold on, I'm going off what you just said. You just said.
What?
You said you went to Adam. Adam was first. He's the first man.
Okay.
So everything that happened after Adam stems from who? Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. So it all he created.
You're not making the point you think you're making.
How?
Because
maybe I'm unclear.
Let me tell you how. You asked me how. Let me tell you how.
All my kids have my last name. I named every single. That's who I am. I named every single one of my kids. Every single one of them. 4 different women, 4 different totally situations. I named the kid. The kid has my last name. That's how we rock it.
But we understand that you're controlling, Quran. Like that's not what we're arguing.
That hurts.
We're not arguing that you're not controlling. We know that already.
Don't acknowledge that you heard me.
That I heard you. I did hear you.
No, hurt. HURT.
I don't think I hurt you. I don't think
you don't get to say whether I'm hurt or not. Corey, talk to you.
No, I didn't say you weren't hurt. I said I don't think I did.
And I'm telling you did. So you
apologize for hurting him. Is what
you can take all the thinking out of it. You can take.
You just said you have been telling us for the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds that you do not allow any of your kids to have another man's name, and you named all of your children. And do you think that was on accident or by happenstance or a coincidence? However you said it. No, that means you control the situation, right?
No. That means they agree that my kid shouldn't have another man's last name because I explained it to him like I'm explaining to you. Like who Antoinette?
How did you get them to agree?
You just said what he just said in a different way.
Spicy. That's Junior's mom. It's his birthday.
Don't say and then say spicy.
It was.
That's out of pocket.
That was crazy.
That's out of pocket. Now you said something that's out of pocket. Let's get back to
now you do something you think you got away with it. Verse called me out. Yeah. I apologize, Corey. You're right. That was nasty. I told her like, yo. Why the fuck? And it's crazy because her other kids,
bitch, my kids is gonna. I don't know where you thought.
Where the hand?
I don't know where you thought you was.
You a killer,
bitch. I don't know where you thought you was gonna name my son.
Where do you think all her other
kids
is?
You got the idea.
Karan Lee Ware Jr. All of his siblings in his mom's house. What do you think their last name is? You guessed it. Named after their dad, right? So she like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, all right, well, you know what it is. His name's Junior. Yeah, she like, well, I said, before you say a word, to even think, to even give thought to my son having another nigga's last name, I find highly disrespectful. I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say
that. One of his siblings' last name?
No, her last name, which is her. Listen. Her father is Southside Legend. Her mom gets pregnant, has her sister. Her mom and dad break up, but they never stop having sex. They continue to have 5 more kids. Out of spite, she names all the rest of her kids. Why the fuck are you giving them your daddy's last name when I'm their daddy? When we go to the family reunion,
I'm gonna just be honest with you. You can still say your take. I don't think I will ever understand the train of thought.
I understand
that the name only belongs to the man. If I give my daughter my name, it belongs to her. How if you give your son his name, it belongs to him, but if you give your daughter your name, it doesn't belong to her. I don't think I get that train of thought. I think that's
because you're on purpose leaving out a step. So now that my daughter has my last name, which is her last name, right? Her last name originates where?
From she was somewhere down your lineage.
She was created from me. My grandfather didn't make her. I made her. So her last name is created through me, right?
Okay.
To give her her grandfather's last name, which would be her mom's dad, or her great-grandfather, who, however, this other woman that I had sex with, however she got that name, whose ever name that is, it's another man's name.
Why?
That's another man. What do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean?
You just said
I'm the best friend he's got. I give him the shirt off my back. He knows he can trust me with his life. But each time he leaves.
Oh hell no! Sing it with me.
Bobby, a nasty nigga.
I wish he wouldn't trust me so much.
The nastiest nigga. Bobby is a dirtball.
I thought I pushed the wrong button or something.
Corey did that, right?
Yeah, Corey did.
Yeah.
What I was saying was, you just said that, and he made me forget my take too. But you just said that you gave her the name.
I gave my daughter the name.
You gave the daughter her name, but it's her name. You gave it to her, right? She owns it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
when her husband,
you gave her. Hold on,
because
I'm not there yet. So you gave her that name because she came from you.
She belongs to me,
right? So when she has a baby, why can't she give the baby that came from her name?
She can. If her baby daddy is one of them other niggas or another type of nigga, I'm expecting her husband or baby daddy to be like, that's my child. My child's going to have my name. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's exactly why would
he is going to have your name. Why can't he have both of our names?
Why would he have his name and my name?
Because no, he has, if I'm the woman, he has my name and his name. He has both of our names. The couple who created this person together, the baby has both of our names.
I don't like it.
I ain't with that hyphen shit, big dog. You trying your best, and you failing. That shit is nasty. I'm not hyphenated nothing.
Niggas put in 2 3/4 of a pump and can't share a last name.
Hey, yes.
It's my kid. What are you? I don't understand.
Nasty.
Because when the bill come, that's what I'm saying. When the bill come, niggas ain't gonna want to hear that split shit.
No. And here's another thing too, because we
go ahead. I have a question. Just go ahead.
Something that Quran says a lot. Niggas are speaking from a privileged position, because there's a lot of bitch ass niggas that are deadbeat dads that got kids walking around with their last name and they don't deserve it.
Well,
they don't deserve to have their name carried on. They don't deserve to have their fucking names carried on because they're not doing anything. So what right do you? I get it. Again, niggas are privileged. We all are very, very, very present in our children's lives.
Mm-hmm.
So we're different. But there's a lot of niggas who don't deserve to have kids with their last names. Their last names. Like there's a lot of niggas that can't stand on what you standing on.
Oh, okay. But we're conflating two issues. At the conception, at the conception, he wasn't a bitch ass nigga because you was fucking him. He couldn't have been. Okay. You thought he was that nigga. That's why you letting him fuck you and come in. So now the baby comes and you find out he a bitch ass nigga.
We both made choices.
Yeah. So, and for me, when you remove the dad's name, a part of me in my mind, even though it's not true, feels like you remove some of the responsibility. Nah, nigga, come get this nigga. This nigga, he's a Johnson. Come get him, nigga.
What if I don't want to remove the responsibility?
No, you shouldn't remove the responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
You feel like it does, but what if I don't want that to happen? I don't want to remove any responsibility from myself and just give the baby the nigga's name. What if I did? What if I did find out after he got me pregnant that he's a bitch ass nigga and I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Maybe I said it too fast. I'm not saying remove responsibility from her. I'm saying if Anthony Johnson is not taking care of his kids and you turn little Anthony into Anthony Smart, I think that like in my brain that removes no, Anthony, this nigga's a Johnson. You need to come do this, nigga. You need to be a stand-up dad. I'm holding you accountable. I had a friend, a dear friend of mine. She was like, I'm gonna just remove it. Damn, their last name is Johnson too. I'm like, nah, don't Don't take his rights from him. Don't give up his child support so he can go on about his business. No. Say that shit, lock that shit right in and hold him accountable. No, don't give him no easy way out. Make this weigh on him and hang over him for the rest of his life because he has to be responsible.
I want to hear what Corey wants to ask, but I want to say this, and I learned this in therapy. I'm not saying that you niggas are saying this. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that when I hear y'all when y'all say what y'all are saying, what I hear is that you guys don't believe when it comes to children, when it comes to offspring, that women have equal rights as men.
You know that's not true.
You know we're not saying. No, this is what I hear you saying to me.
Well, you're hearing wrong.
Yeah. You haven't given me a reason. You haven't given me a reason why the woman who is half of the parent, as much as parent as you are, can't have a last name as well.
Well, we're supposed
to be getting her last name, but both of
we're supposed to be getting married. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting married, and this is the Ware family.
Yeah, I'm traditional. So like, I'm not traditional at all.
Hold every tradition.
I don't. But I'm saying in that sense, like my child's going to have my last name. There's no point for my child to be a Welch Suarez. That's crazy.
Is that enough? Is that enough for you not to get married to the woman you love?
Well, me and my girl ain't never going to be crown papers.
I'm just asking you if you wanted to get married to the woman you love. Not, of course, not you, because your view on that is differently. If you wanted to get married to the woman you love, you would not do it because she wanted to keep her name and she wanted to hyphen and she wanted y'all babies to be hyphen.
No, I would understand, but I wouldn't be happy about it. Like, I'm not gonna let that.
Oh, we're different.
No, I understand we're different, but I'm not gonna allow something that trivial. If I love you enough to talk about marrying you, like I'll marry my girl, but there's other reasons why we don't. But it's if something that trivial is like where I'm like, hey, we can't get married because you want to hyphen your last name at the end.
You never wanted to marry her anyway. Yeah,
that's just how I feel. Like you don't. But when it comes to the kids, though, like if I'm claiming the kid and it comes from me, that's mine. Even with the deadbeats, I like your reasoning about keeping them accountable. I like that, but I also feel like there's just something that like. Even if your dad ain't shit, you need to know who your dad is.
100%.
Like I just feel like that's just what it is. If your dad's not there, you need to know he's not.
You need to know who your people are.
Yeah, but you still though. I just feel like you come from that bloodline. You need to rep that. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if there's shit. Just be the better version of that.
Know them niggas.
Like I told you,
you need to restore that.
My dad shit. I don't know my dad's shit either, but having that nigga sit in my living room and look me in my face and tell me, damn, bro, you way better than I ever was. Like the fact that you doing all this, that's crazy, man. Like I respect what you do. For that nigga who was never, out of all his children, never did anything, to look me in my face and tell me that shit with my son sitting right there, like it means something, bro. I still got your last name. I got your fucking face. My kid has your face and your last name. Like, it's all right, you fucked up. I get it, nigga. I know how life is. I'm fixing it now. And then now he knows better and he gonna fix it even more. And it's gonna keep going. I just feel like it means something, bro.
It means something.
Like you should know who your father. You out of all niggas, no, and I ain't even trying to pull back no curtains, nigga. You know how important the relationship with your dad is. And you know the name means something. You know, does. Come on, man.
It does. Absolutely. So
can I say
this is where our biases and our points of view separate. We all feel like a man and his name is important, but our biases and our point of view separate right there, because I see this, and I'm willing to admit it 100%. I see this differently because I don't have a son, so I don't have that to carry on. My name is based on y'all theology and y'all point of view on this. My name is supposed to end now. My namesake is supposed to end now.
Yes,
that's it for me. So me as a man with the same mind state of y'all wanting to carry on my name feels like there should be some compromises made. And I don't feel like I'm not saying no. It's not going to be Robinson Jones. It's going to be Robinson. Fuck the Jones. It's not going to be that. And if I install those morals in that, not morals because that's not a moral thing. If I
preference,
if I put that into my daughters as something, as a principle that they want to hold on to, then I would expect the man to be able to honor that principle, because they want to honor their father. And if he can't get with that because he got so much pride that he can't let his woman that he loves honor her father, then
that's a loaded.
What?
We're recording, right? We're recording, right?
It's not. It's Quran. I need you to. No, I really need you to look at what I'm saying in its eyes, because I preferenced it with facing the mortality of my namesake.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not loaded.
I got you. Okay.
It's not loaded at all.
It is loaded.
And I'm talking about a daughter honoring her father.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Honor thy mother and father.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
You can honor, you do honor your mother and your father, and your mother and your father are at the head with God, or at the head until when? I'll help you until you get married. And once you get married, you take on his last name. This hyphen, and I talked about this when I was going to get married. The only way I was hyphening a kid's name is when me and Cammie was going to get married. She was like, yo, the twins hyphen your name. Even then I was like, babe, I don't know. They Jacksons. You could do Ware Jackson. That feels nasty to me. It does. I said she was willing to drop Dixon and just be Ware. And I'm like, we the Wares. They Wares too. I don't care. I love the twins like they mine. I was like, I mean, it's so much drama that comes with the hyphen that we don't like. They still mine with them being Jacksons. Now, to move to your point, yes, you and other fathers, in my opinion, you and other fathers that only have female offspring, the mortality of your name dying is a reality. It is. Now, if your daughter was to fall in love with my son years down the line, because he's a little older than her, who knows how they're, because she might come to you and say, Dad, I love you and I love him, and we're going to just go with Ware. And you could be mad or you could understand.
I won't be mad.
Because the hyphen is
disappointed.
The hyphen is for who? Oh, it's for my dad, but this is not your dad's kid. It's as a man, as your man, I'm not responsible for your dad not making a son.
Let me just interject because I want to make sure something's clear. If my daughters don't want to do it, I don't want them to do it.
Oh,
I'm only saying this if they want to do it.
Right.
If it's something that they want to do, then yeah. But if they decide at some point, no, whatever you're saying, honoring my husband, where we become one, all of that. If they decide to do that differently, that's their choice. I'm disappointed, but I'm not disappointed in a way where I'm going to treat my daughter or my grandchildren or my son-in-law differently.
Right.
That was their choice as a married couple. And that's what they chose as a family. We're still all family. They're still little Robinson kids or whatever. It's still part of, you know what I'm saying? I would be disappointed though. I would be sad.
When she marries Bronny, yes, she's going to be Aaliyah James, but she's always going to be a Robinson. She is. She's always going to be a Robinson, because one day her and Bronny, they could split. And he could take his fucking name with him and she'll revert back to being a Robinson. Or they could split and she could keep James. It's a million things.
What about niggas?
Bronny's not responsible, and neither is Aaliyah, but Bronny's not responsible for keeping the Robinson name alive. He's not.
No, he's not responsible. He's not. No, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that.
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying he is
responsible for what his partner wants.
No, he's not.
He is absolutely.
No, either he can agree or he can disagree. He's not responsible for what she wants. Yeah. If my girl wanted a G-Wagon, I could either try to get her a G-Wagon or I could say
no. I'm not talking about wants like that, bro. I'm talking about like life principle wants. Okay. I want when we get married, I want us to jump the broom when we do it. Like if there's certain things, I want my children to be Christians.
Mm-hmm.
You are responsible what your partner wants out of life in that situation. If y'all don't agree and it's a hard line, then that's where y'all split. Then you're not responsible at that point.
Is there a way? I'm so glad we're recording. This is potty. Is there a way where I disagree and we stay together? if I'm a devout, not even devout, if I call myself a Muslim and you want to raise our kids Christian,
that makes no sense to me.
How?
I can't tell you how it makes no sense.
Yeah, right. That was a bad question. Do you know that there's families all across the nation that do that every day?
Makes no sense to me.
Because what I believe and what you want our children to believe can be different.
Then yeah.
Beanie Siegel raps. Somebody has to as being a devout Muslim when his mom and grandmother are. He raps about it breaking his heart, giving his grandmom and mom money to go give to the church when I know they false teaching. I thought that was one of the greatest bars of all time. Like it was a struggle for him, but I have to do this because of who these two ladies are. These two are my world. Here, take the money. You could give it to him, but he false teaching to me.
Yeah, it just don't make sense to me. That's all.
You don't think people can have structural disagreements and then coexist and be in love and be together?
Yeah, sure. It just doesn't make sense for it doesn't make sense for a married couple to have two totally different views on spirituality and religion.
Why?
Because where do the kids go?
Why can't they learn both and pick for themselves?
I mean,
what's wrong with that? Yeah, I'm saying that's what I was getting to.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it. Most religions believe that their religion is the correct religion.
Mm-hmm.
That believing in what they believe in is your ticket to whatever the reason is that you're believing in that religion.
Mm-hmm.
So if I believe as a Christian that believing that Christ is Lord is your way to heaven, then why would I allow my children out of compromise for my wife or whatever to not believe that Christ is Lord? Because now I'm saying it's okay for them to go to hell because that's what I believe.
That's a very Christian thing. I love this conversation. You don't get to pick what your children believe. You could take your children to a Christian church all their life and they can never believe none of that shit. That is a fact. I'm simply speaking on the studying of a religion. And it's so fresh in my head because Hov was just talking about this, that he was a Christian, then he studied every religion he could get his hands on. That's what he was spending his free time on for like he said this 2 years ago, for a 4 or 5 year span, he was flying people. He was spending resources to study all of these religions. And then he was pick whatever he picked. And he said that was a private choice. What I'm saying is, so if mom is this way and dad is that way, and the kids learn about both, I don't see any crime in that. And I don't see that, you're allowing John to go to hell because he also studied Buddhism or Christianity or Islam well, it's all study because only you can say what you believe in. And people say they believe in things and then they don't. It's all about the studying, and then you resonate or you believe, right?
But we talking about extra shit. Like we're going like we
break. It's important.
Different
no, it's important.
No, it's about what you believe in. You can study a bunch of stuff. Knowledge is king.
Right.
Knowledge is absolutely king.
Right. So
but as a Christian, it is a principle. It is said in God's word to bring your children up in the way of the Lord. So it is my job to make sure that my children believe in the Lord the way that I do, in the way that God has written in the Bible. So so no, I don't get to pick and make them. I don't get to take away their free will because God didn't even take that away. Yeah, but if they don't, then I failed as a parent.
In the eyes of
according to the word,
Christianity, right? And it's no.
So that's the antithesis behind why I don't understand why someone would be a Christian and be okay with their children being Muslim. You basically did not do your job as a Christian, and according to your Christian beliefs, because Muslims don't believe in repenting, and we are all sinners. We're gonna sin.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you're basically, due to compromise, allowing your children to be damn study until they figure it out. I'm not talking about studying, bro. There's a totally different difference between studying and believing. I can study how they went to the moon and still not believe that they went to the moon. I can still study what they said and what they
you can study Christianity and still not believe in Christianity.
Absolutely.
You don't get right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about belief though. I'm not talking about study.
I know, but you can only talk about your belief. You cannot talk about your child's belief because no matter what you instill in them, they decide whether or not they believe. Even if they tell you, and kids do, yeah, I believe. Yes,
is that what you think I'm saying?
No, I'm listening to me.
And why are you telling me this?
Because what I'm telling you is,
I know that.
What I'm saying is, raising your children Christian is only them studying Christianity. It's not them believing. Only you believe. That's the only belief that you can guarantee. So because you take your kids to church, because they go to Bible study, because they read the Bible, that's only studying. Right. So if they're doing the same thing in reading the Quran, they're only studying. I don't see any fault in either one of those. And
I don't either.
Let's not make it those two religions because those are two polar religions that
I don't want to change it because we're going to start branching off into other stuff.
No.
They're not that, and they're also not as polarizing as people want them to be.
I just feel like in my community where I'm from, those are the two religions that they love to pit against each other.
It's crazy because there's a lot of similarities.
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, I think what you think is that I'm saying that I'm failing or I'm not doing my job because my children don't believe. Again, the word says to bring your children up in the way of the Lord. So for me to teach them and to raise them as Christians is me doing my job as a Christian father. If they don't believe and they choose a different path, I didn't fail then. I fail if I marry a Muslim woman and I allow my children to be Muslims and not bring them up in the way of the Lord as God has told me to do. That's where I fail. Not because I taught them how to be Christians and they chose to be Buddhist. No, that's their choice. I still have a job to teach them the way of the Lord, the way of my God, the way of the God.
Yeah, I think that's fire. I think that's a fire perspective. I think we're on the same street, but we might have two different exits. I definitely think we're on the same street though. Maybe and again because it's so prevalent in my upbringing and in my life, like all my uncles is Muslims. You know why? They all went to that box and had to sit, and that's where a lot of them joined and learned Islam. Every single woman in my family is a devout Christian woman. And a lot of them have been together for eons, and they practice.
That's very, very, very impactful, that statement that you made too, because you know a lot of Christian churches are missing the presence of black men for sure.
Yeah. How you think I got my name? You think I got my name?
That's one of the things that the pastor of my church talks about a lot for sure.
I mean, yeah, and listen, I don't know.
We got a men's breakfast in a couple of weeks for sure too.
I don't know if that part is systematic, but I'm just saying, a lot of men now, and let me be clear.
I think it's systematic from the stance of a lot of preachers don't want other men. A lot of preachers don't want other men in the church. Like that.
I never even thought.
I mean, we talk about something totally different, and I don't want to go down this, but I do think that a lot of men thrive off of having a bunch of women surrounding them.
That shit. That might be, excuse my language, that might be true.
Yeah, for sure.
But and then again, I don't want to have a religion talk because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I do not want to have a religion talk.
I don't.
But like I said, it's very prevalent in my life where niggas go to the box, niggas got to do. They got to go to college. They go do they come out Islamic.
I just want my friends to support me trying to keep my name. That's all.
I love you, man.
I just want my friends to support me.
I would rather.
I want niggas to tell me like, yo, you crazy, nigga. You crazy, nigga. If you think any nigga's gonna ever, nigga.
Out your own mouth, deadbeat niggas got kids running around with their last name. You think a nigga that your daughter who's raised with morals and integrity and in a Christian, like she's going to 99% of the time attract like a good, strong black man? You think he's hyphenating Robinson Smith? He's not. These are the Smiths, my nigga. I
also think this new generation different. I also think that they might have totally different views on shit like that than we do. And I might be speaking in hindsight. I probably am. Let me go further and say I'm probably speaking in hindsight, but I'm not so sure I would not have allowed my wife to hyphenate and my children to be hyphenated. I think, but again, maybe I'm speaking in hindsight, and I probably am speaking in hindsight.
So you saying that younger Terrell Robinson would have been cool with that if she approached you with, "Yo, we're gonna just do the hyphen"? You'd have been like, "All right, it's cool, babe." I don't think so. I agree with you. I agree with you saying.
Let me say this and take it with a grain of salt or take it for wherever you.
Oh wait, not to cut you off. Was you already married or y'all got married after the baby? Corey, you with me? You not going, huh? Suarez or nothing.
Wait, what?
I said you with me. You not going. It's Suarez or nothing. She can't even approach you.
Yeah, so take this with a grain of salt, how you want to, and this is definitely no shade towards my wife. I just think that this proves how unimportant not unimportant, but how much it wasn't like a dire do or die thing for me. But wifey went a good 6 to 8 years before she actually physically changed her name to Robinson. We were married and she was still Baker for a good minute. It didn't bother me. I was amazing. I was highly happy and elated that when she did change it, of course. So it meant a lot to me, but I don't think it meant enough for me to want to to divorce her. Like, you ain't changed your name yet. I mean, you gotta have. But again, my kids had my last name, so maybe I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, you could just be. I get it. You better, nigga. You more evolved, emotional impact. You're better than us. I get it. I'm not
better than y'all, man. Just different. Again.
Yeah.
Not a monolith. Black people not a monolith, man.
I don't know. I guess my dad not being around and me being a dad instilled the pride. Speak of the fucking devil. It's my son.
What you gonna say? What you gonna say, Corey, when King get married? And he like, "Hey, pops, yeah, so me and Camila, we just decided
we just
decided Camila fine too. She, like me and Camila, we just decided, Dad, that we're just gonna go, both of us, like, and we're just gonna create this new line, like both of us when we get married, we're just gonna go Suarez Vermente. Both of us.
Okay.
Yeah. You cool with that?
You see, the reason why I'm cool with this, and I've been thinking about this your entire conversation.
Okay.
One, the Jesus I know did not like religion. He checked the Pharisees several times when the niggas tried to tell him about rituals several times. The only thing he says is to believe in him. I had to check somebody the other day. This is off the side, but I had to check somebody the other day talking about baptism. And I said, you don't need baptism to go to heaven. Yeah, you do. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. So the nigga that was on the cross next to Jesus was baptized when they said he went up with Jesus. He was on the cross too. He went up with him because he believed and he repented before he died. So that's that. So that's how I feel about that. Now, with the two people, the two different religions, separate religions, being together, I think it doesn't make sense if you're looking at it from your religious perspective, right? From either side, it just doesn't. It fundamentally doesn't make sense. Because they don't believe Jesus was they believe Jesus was a prophet and he was real, but they don't believe he was a Messiah. That's a lot of yeah, right. So, and just for the record, his name is Yahshua HaMashiach. That's his real name. That's a fact. Absolutely. Look that shit up. I let niggas know all the time. With that being said, he was all about love. Like, it was all about love, like loving your neighbor, treating people with equality, man or woman, treating them all the same with love. But he was diligent on spreading the word type shit. So I feel like even though it doesn't make sense fundamentally under religion, it makes sense under the fundamentals of just love itself. Like, you have compassion and you care about this person and they care and they have compassion for you and you are willing to make concessions and compromise for one another just so you can be in love with each other, because sometimes you just can't help what it is. And something I want to say as small as religion, but something that's super important. But is it more important than the genuine feelings that you have for one another? So that's with two aspects of this shit, because this shit's layered, right? The one thing that I found interesting is that a lot what I got from you guys with the namesake is more so about preservation, especially from Verse was preservation, and it made sense because you have two daughters, right? Mm-hmm. For me, it's not even about preservation; it's about ownership or possession, or like the stamp, if you will, like when it comes to my kid, like he came from me. I believe your child is a continuation of your experience. It's just in a different lens. I feel like existence is so layered we can't comprehend what having a child really is. It's deeper than just having sex with somebody and y'all mix y'all fucking DNA, reproductive energy together and make this child. And it's just, oh, I just put another kid on the earth. Like life is fucking amazing and precious and weird, and just the whole concept of it, of being conscious and being able to create a person is so crazy. So like I feel like it's a continuation of you. That's why you suffer for the sins of the father. That's why it says shit like that. Mm-hmm. For me it's more so ownership and possession, where I'm like, that's my son, so he has to have my name. That's my daughter, she came from me, she has to have my name, because I understand the right, like you wanting to have the, for the child to have a hyphenated name to represent the mother as well, but it's like they come from you. It's without being said. It's the unspoken understanding. That's my fucking mom. Like I don't need, like that's my mom, nigga. Like it just is what it is. With the father, it's different. It's a claim. It's a stake. Like this is my child. Because at the end of the day, all civilizations end. All bloodlines die and dry up. So it doesn't fucking matter to me as far as legacy and preservation. The shit keeps spinning and new shit happens. So I just found it super interesting that for me, it's more of a possession of, like, I want to say showing possession as opposed to namesake and continuation of my lineage. But I have a different look at it because I have a son, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
I think that separates, like it's a bias and a privilege to be able to expect that your namesake will continue on the theories that you have, because you might feel like your son will carry the same thing of saying, okay, I want my child to have my name and my name only. And I don't, again, I want to split hairs here and compartmentalize and say that I don't disagree with the thought and the primal instinct of a man to want his name to be carried on, because again, that is the root of my take here. I just think that I don't think it's a bad thing to share in a sense. But again, I think what it all comes back to then is where we were talking about Adam and Adam not having a last name. But if he did, at some point, there's how many last names in this world? At some point, somebody created a brand new last name multiple times. At some point, people started creating brand new last names. I don't know when it happened. I don't know anybody that's done that. I don't know anybody in my lineage that's done that. But at some point, people created brand new last names that were never heard of before. Because how would we get so many last names?
You know, I think it's from
different tribes, different.
Yeah.
The way names.
Black people, Africans didn't do that. They didn't do that. They were just the son of so and so, right? Honestly, I can look this up. I think I'm right. I definitely think I'm right. The Europeans, like, especially like in the United Kingdom, which is not the United Kingdom before they were all united countries, when they had the most money and shit. Because Asians, like, you had the dynasties. Once the culture started coming over, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me stop. Because I started thinking about the Ming Dynasty and the Wus and shit like that. They had last names and they had first names. So I think I'm wrong. Never mind.
Yeah. I think you were partially right, because I was taught that the Europeans invented the middle name because it was Bobby of your middle name was where you were from. So it would be
yes.
Yeah, you would be Bobby from Bethlehem, son of Jack. So
that's where I was going. Yup.
That's how it would turn into Bobby Jackson. Bobby of Bethlehem, son of Jack. And then as those things Yes.
Jackson.
Yes. That's
but what's weird though, because right when I was saying that, the East though, they have names too, like the Mings, the Woos.
Like me though.
This nigga's a hater.
Wait, what happened?
He's Robin's
son. You're Robin's son.
Yeah, big Robin. Nigga.
I don't want to be a son,
Robin,
nigga. No, because what's crazy is all Black Americans, shit, even me, Caribbean people, all Black people's last name comes from a slave owner.
Fact.
Mine comes from a Portugal owner. Y'all come from American owner. No, fucking Jamaicans too. Haitian, like my last name is Suarez. It's Portuguese, bro. That's a Portuguese. They were the first niggas to get in slave trade. The first people. Nigga. Yeah, but if you niggas get reparations, I can't get a penny. That's crazy.
You gonna get some of ours?
Yeah, I'll share with you, bro.
Sure, y'all niggas will switch up so fast. Stop playing with me.
No, you will.
The reparations. Tell me right now, the reparations hit. Niggas want to switch up. Like that's real shit. That
bro. I got you. I got you. You got to hyphen your last name though.
Oh,
that's
shit.
crazy. I gotta be once. That's nasty. Hey, if it's gonna change my life, family, nigga.
No, for real though, because me and my wife talked about this at some point.
That's crazy.
We talked about this one at some point. If I had never met her, and somehow I met a Disney. And I married a Disney, I'll be Terrell Disney. Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro, you serious?
If you never met her.
If I never met her and I met fucking
Kiara
Disney, nigga, I would be Terrell Disney.
Corona, you saying if he already knew her and he still met Disney?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's ill. No, never. I'll never trade. I'll never trade anybody for Simone.
Crazy.
No,
that's crazy.
We know that. I'm
never ever
outside of Queen. Inside of no, it was a chance you was gonna be Terrell Baker. That was a thought.
No,
he's like a running back.
No.
Hey, a cold ass running back. TB.
Yeah, nice thing. Yeah. That nigga TB cold.
No.
All right.
He never coughs up the rock.
No disrespect to her and her family, but they not Disney's. And I think she knows that.
What the fuck? What's happening?
I think she knows that too.
Don't tell me no disrespect and then fuck the whole lineage. Don't do that.
No, I'm being real. I'm being real.
Hey,
I'm not gonna hold you.
I want to change. You wouldn't be Corey Disney?
No, nigga. Yo, okay. So money and power.
No, because Jay Electronica told the Rothschild chick she could kick rocks.
Kick the fuck out
of
it.
I could do it too. Yeah, like it ain't that fire. I got what I needed. I got my money.
Jay Elect might have been pump faking though. He might have been
y'all niggas. Salute to y'all niggas. I am now walking. Do you know who that's Terrell Disney.
That sound lit though.
Niggas don't even have to know my bum ass married into the family. They don't have to know that. They just know that my last name's Disney.
Hey, niggas would hate you for real. Like, not saying us. I'm saying in real life, Black people in general, specifically whites for sure. But niggas would hate your guts.
Hey,
Terrell Disney.
It could come out. It could come out the other way, brother. It could come out the other way. Bruce Jenner went into that Kardashian shit. Came out a woman. It could come out the other way.
Stop playing, bro.
I'm telling you. It could come out. It could come out the other way.
I'm gonna be a transgender.
Tisha Disney. That's crazy.
I'm gonna be Teresa Disney.
Teresa Disney is wild, son.
That's crazy.
Yo, listen.
Nah,
I ain't gonna get into that. Oh no, he could clip this out. We not live. Yo, them are like some of them families are like
we ain't clipping shit.
Them demons. The name Disney is great on TV screen. The name Disney brings people to shuddering in tears, and they think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What?
I mean, I just use it as
some of the. I know. I'm just saying. Those are some of the nastiest humans God's ever created.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the last name Trump times 1 million. In certain squares and spaces, the name Disney is like, bro, it's up there with Christopher Columbus. No exaggeration.
So when the third when 3 comes to you, no, you're senior. You're senior.
Big senior, nigga.
Yeah, you senior. Your son. So when Junior comes to you and say, "Look, pops, I've been dating
Clarissa.
Not Clarissa. Whatever the youngest whatever the youngest Beyonce and Jay's daughter name is.
Oh, Carter.
I've been dating her for a minute, and I proposed to her. We're gonna get married, but I think we decided. I know I'm not gonna be. I don't want you to be mad. I'm not gonna be Junior no more. I'm gonna be Karan. I'm gonna be Karan Ware.
Karan Lee Carter.
Karan Lee Ware Carter.
I failed as a father, and this nigga is not my son.
That is crazy.
That is Sean's son. That's Beyonce. That's not my son.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, but you can't get mad if the other dad has like more influence and bread than you. Like he can flex. Like it's a situation, bro.
Then I felt like because the pride in your name is priceless.
You didn't because you instilled everything you can, and he made that choice. Like you named him what you named him. He chose to change his name. So at that point, it's on you. I did what I was supposed to do. I instilled everything.
Can you imagine Rob Kardashian sitting his sisters and mom down saying like, yo, I'm going to just be a white. I'm going over here with China. I'm going to be Rob White. No. He's Rob Kardashian Jr.
For one.
He's
financially, it doesn't
make
sense. Financially, it doesn't make sense for him to change his name to that.
Don't make sense.
It's different when it's
downgrade the name is crazy.
Right, come on, bro. It's different when it's us and it's the Carters.
I know y'all disagree, but that's how I feel about going from where to anything.
He goes, Pops, look.
So Karan, if you was about to marry Halle Berry, you wouldn't marry her because
I'm never gonna be Karan Berry. Never.
No, not that. I'm saying you're not gonna marry her because she wants to be Halle Berry Ware. And she wants y'all kids to be Berry Ware.
I ain't gonna hold you, big dog. That's a line in the sand for me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Berry.
But you said that sounds fire. But you said something earlier that I never got.
4 R's, nigga.
Because I never wanted to look too deep because you have daughters. But what I'll say is this: Lyric and Aaliyah are going to have these conversations prior to like being pregnant. This isn't a conversation like at the hospital. Like you're gonna know, like, yo, if we're not married yet, but if I get pregnant, like he gonna be a Smith, you know that, and she's gonna be like,
ain't gonna tell him.
Oh, well, listen. Here's
another. Tell Terrell.
But listen. Here's
but they're gonna get married. I'm not wishing.
No. I get what you're saying. Karan. But in the God forbid case that my children have, I don't even know if it matters if they have it out of wedlock at all. But yeah.
That matters.
Let's be clear. Let's be 100% clear.
Talk to me.
Technically, the nigga doesn't have a say in what they put on the paperwork.
He does have a say.
And that leads to the question that I had earlier. Should paternity test be mandatory after pregnancy?
Absolutely. 100%.
All right.
It should just be automatic. It should just be automatic.
This is why
even a conversation.
It's open and shut case.
Yes, I agree. I agree with y'all both wholeheartedly on that point. The reason why it's not mandated is because it is expensive. It costs money to do that, and somebody's insurance got to pick it up. There's a financial aspect from the hospital side to where it's not mandated. But I agree with both of y'all. That's number one. Number two, and more important, I have a say in what go on this birth certificate because I have a say on whether or not I sign this document. So I do have a baby mama who tried to and I said, bitch.
Karan, you don't have to sign it.
Because if I don't sign it and then you go to the court and file a junction saying he is the father and the court summons my black ass to go do a DNA test to put me on child support, I should be able to have a say on what I do or don't. Because of that factor.
And in court, when you're going through custody, and I only know this because I've done it, the father has a right. Now, to Verse's point, the judge will make you add the name. Okay. So I'm not signing this. First of all, nobody's going to play with me like that. It's not about being controlling. I'm a good father, I hope, and this is my family, and whatever. But I'm never signing a document with another nigga's name next to my baby name. Not doing that. Fuck out of it.
Yeah, that was always a joke, though.